breaking chicken, you can get about my business. This that real pimpin' east side, straight up out the trenches. I'm that nigga you can't see, I specialize in breaking women. Gotta get it how I get it, you ain't with it, you can kick it. I'ma tell you what it is and what it ain't. I ain't finna take you on no date, lil' babe. You got two options, work a job or hit the blade. What you wanna do? Either way, I'm the one that's receiving all the pay. Money management services is what I orchestrate. Watch me boss your life up once you choose up with the play. I ain't interested in sex, I strictly want the severed heads. House cat's the only thing that's sleeping inside my bed. Ain't got the time for relations, baby, I'm a businessman. Trying to see how much I can make off selling tuna cans. So we gon' get along good if you into tricking men. Just don't go against the grain if you wanna see us win, right? Himron, little baby, so you better come correct. I ain't nothing like these niggas, gotta earn all my respect. Watch your lip with open ears, I might just break you off some bread. This a different type of motion when you choose it with the man. If you ain't into selling kidding, I can let you run the business. It's 1,000 ways to pimp, we selling plates up out the kitchen. She my type, she like to listen, might just buy her braid extension. She don't test me, know the limit, so we never ever trip. I can put you in position, I'm a high value man. Pimpin' ain't dead, it just moved to OnlyFans. Only way I'll trust a bitch if she give me all the bands. That's how I know we locked in, yeah, we forever gon' win. Who you texting on that phone, it better be about some paper. I got trust issues, baby, so don't put me in no danger. I'ma kill you and them niggas if you ever try to play me. I need that money fast, so is you gon' be my hoe, baby, huh?
Hey man, 1,000 Ways to Pimp is out now, all platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music. Make sure you add that to y'all playlist and run that up. Streaming while you sleep. 360 Cam is in the building.
I came out the P, nigga, real TYP shit, nigga. Yeah.
360 Cam is in the building. Hey man, say man, if you ain't hit that like button, subscribe button, and turned on all notifications, slap the dog shit about yourself, because that's the first thing you should have did when you clicked on this live stream.
Could you use up to $750? Find it at BioLife. Up to $750 is waiting for you.
We ain't gonna waste no time. We gonna jump right into some reactions, y'all. What's good, y'all? We got the truth about white American men. We on the road to 100K, okay? If you ain't hit that like button, subscribe button, and turned on all notifications, slap the dog shit about yourself, because that's the first thing you should have did when you clicked on this video. Let's see what it's hitting for.
White man, fight back! 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 White man, fight back!
What is he? What do they say?
Think they losing
What are they saying?
the country. To who? White men trying to overthrow the government that they run.
Right.
So as we all know,
He ain't
by now,
lying.
Charlie Kirk got put on a shirt. He up out of here. And in response to that, there has been a lot of protests going around America. Young white men are tired and they're fighting back. They are done being oppressed. Who's oppressing y'all?
That nigga Andrew Tate went on Piers Morgan and said white people are being targeted and shit like that. Oh god, boy, tweaked out.
Now maybe, just maybe, I could understand these protests if the shooter of Charlie Kirk was an immigrant, a black person, you know, somebody that's not white. But the person that took him out was a far right white young man, bro. I'm talking about the exact thing that Charlie Kirk stood for. Now there has been a lot of debate surrounding if he was a Republican or he was a Democrat, but none of that matters. He was a young white man. White people in America get so much grace because they're never a monolith. If somebody does does something bad, they're so quick to put them in subgroups. But reverse it and say a black person does something. Oh, black fatigue. Oh, this and that. No one puts into question if he was a Democrat, if he was a Republican, if he was trans, if he was gay. None of that. They're just black, bro. So why do we have to do that for white people, huh? Now, my first talking point today about young white men in this generation, I'm going to talk about how they are extremely lonely and have this weird infatuation with saving the white race.
Race mixing was illegal up until 2002. You're gonna give up 50,000 years of evolution if you mix up with this dude. No, you realize that race mix, it's gonna give up 50,000 years of your evolution, right? Literally, you're just throwing down your genetic line. For sure. Pretty much, you're just LARPing. You're LARPing as a European in America.
I think having a black son would still totally be normal.
But let's say you were the last person who could have children in your bloodline. You would throw away 10,000 years of like pure blood?
Nigga said your bloodline. Oh my god.
For that?
Yeah, I think all
What are you, a fucking dog, nigga?
blood is pure. You're being weird.
I just think
Yeah,
about how
weirdo.
miserable
You don't get no bitches.
and weird you gotta be to go up to a random person on the street and say, hey, race mixing is bad. Now I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all.
You want to throw away 10,000 years of your bloodline? Oh, brother.
personally, I love
You won't have no bloodline at all. Walking around doing interviews like these, you won't get no shorty.
black women. My soon-to-be race mixing is bad. Now I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. Me personally, I love black women. My soon-to-be wife is a black woman. Now on the other hand, if you decide to dibble and dabble in other races, that's you. My only problem is that you do not have to down the other race to bring up another one. In today's day and age, black men get with white women and start bashing black women, and also black women get with white men and start bashing black men. That's a no-no. Now what seems to anger them the most is seeing a black woman with a white man. So we're on Twitter right now and it says, I'm beyond excited to be a mom. This picture is very self-explanatory. They're an interracial couple and they're expecting a baby. But like I stated, white men hate to see this coming. First comment, someone said, never bet on black. It's a photo of a white woman with a bruised eye and
Black men or white men and black women hate this. White men and black women, yeah.
a black baby sitting on her lap. This ended up getting 15,000 likes. Like, bro, what the here goes another meme they dropped in the comments, basically insinuating that she's going to be a single mom because she, you know, chose a black man. 14,000 likes. Imagine carrying a fetus for 9 months just to end up seeing one of these creatures and then realize that you have to live with this thing for the next 18 plus years. Nightmare. And it's a photo of mixed babies. Like,
Those are albino babies. Those are albino babies.
Think about this, y'all, is that nobody's forcing these white women to talk to non-white men. And just to use black men as a reference, we make up only 6% of the US population. White women, on the other hand, make up 30%. So if these women are willingly choosing to date the minority, something is wrong with y'all.
Breaking tonight, a North Carolina man who allegedly vowed to shoot up black preschoolers has been caught by the FBI.
The suspect is 25-year-old Zachary Newell. Allegedly said he wanted to injure 20 black children, among other violent and racist threats, in a comment on YouTube.
Now learned the man who police say shot and 3 people in Mount Washington this past weekend has also now died. So 2 of the victims were sisters.
A man sits in jail accused of strangling a woman and slashing her throat. 42-year-old Joshua Anzalone is charged with attempted second-degree murder.
Investigators say he attacked the woman yesterday around 4:30 p.m. at the Royal Inn on North Market Street. She was rushed to the hospital where she remains in critical condition.
Investigators say 16-year-old Desmond Hawley, who was a student at Evergreen High School, was radicalized through an extreme network, but they wouldn't go into detail. Hawley died of a self-inflicted...
So this the Colorado shooter. My mom and them they in Colorado right now.
gunshot wound after he allegedly shot and wounded 2 of his classmates. At last check, they are still in the hospital. Their names, though, have not been released.
All of those news stories took place in August of 2025. And I could find countless more, bro. You see, in America, they love to demonize black people. We're violent, we're angry, we're this, we're that. But white people do the exact same thing on much higher rates. But I say this all the time. If you control the media, you control the narrative. The crazy thing about it, y'all, is that you will never see these big conservative YouTube pages do videos on these stories. They think that putting down black people will make them closer to white men, when in actuality, white men will never see you as equal. Now this man
Well, get some views.
And right here is George Lincoln Rockwell, the founder of the American Nazi Party. Now, this man despised anything that wasn't a white Christian man. But guess what? Take a look at this photo of him sitting at a Malcolm X speech. So Malcolm X's mentor was Elijah Muhammad. So Elijah Muhammad and George Rockwell actually came on agreements to things. They both believed that blacks and whites cannot live together. And guess what? George actually donated to Elijah Muhammad and his foundation. Now,
$20.
Just to simply show you that a racist will respect you more if you can stand on your principles. If you're not white, why kiss up to them? Yeah, you can talk down. It's not going to do anything. You're still not white. You get what I'm saying? Nobody likes a bootlicker.
Bro, like we were talking about earlier, the projecting. White people didn't even consider us human, 3/5 human. That was never our problem. Our main problem is why we considered them human in the first place.
Thanks.
If anybody 3/5, look at that behavior. Who eat people? Who would feed a baby to an alligator? Who would do that? Who would exterminate buffaloes just so people wouldn't have nothing to eat, wouldn't have a source of food, just to punish people? Who would give people disease-ridden blankets? Who would do this? Who would create black codes? If you walking along the train line, you going to prison. Vagrancy laws. Same thing they doing now. Our issue isn't our humanity. Our issue is trying to prove our humanity to people who don't behave in a humane way.
First and foremost, big shout out to Deontay Cal. Make sure y'all check out his YouTube channel, man, the Grits and Egg Podcast. He be dropping a lot of gems. But this brother summed it up perfectly. Like I always state, everyone, especially Americans, love to demonize black people. And they love to bring up things such as pattern recognition and usual suspect, as if white people, white men specifically, have a heinous track record. And I just want to bring up the hypocrisy of this whole Charlie Kirk situation. People are actually losing their jobs because they're speaking out or making jokes about his death. But where was this outrage when it was for Trayvon Martin? Yeah, you remember the Trayvon challenge where you had white men,
the Trayvon challenge? I never even knew that.
Teenagers specifically putting on a hoodie, getting an iced tea and some Skittles and playing dead on the ground. Like, what type of demonic? How is this funny? This shit is demonic as
I didn't even know they did
it's not
that.
The same. Charlie Kirk went around degrading black people, immigrants, gays, transgenders. He spread hate. So obviously those people are not going to like him. And let's even go a couple years ago. George Floyd. I know y'all love to say, oh, George Floyd, he was a criminal, he was this and that. What y'all say? Nobody deserves to die, right? Yeah. Tell me why you got grown ass white men doing the George Floyd challenge, putting in like
wow. The George Floyd challenge?
This stuff is sickening, bro. It's extremely sickening and it's so hypocritical. It's always dark humor until it's a white person. Now, I will say this, bro. I miss that just chill, hardcore era of white dudes. Tony Hawk, Jeff Hardy, Rob Dyrdek. Like, what happened to those type of white dudes? I watch a lot of TV with art people. I play video games starring white people. And then it's like now in the back of my mind, I'm like, damn, bro. Do dude even rock with me? Do you have a secret agenda against my kind? I can't even, I can't look at it the same. It's so draining and tiring to have that perspective towards everything. But as a black person, we gotta do that to be safe. And it's like when I'm out in public, bro, I have great interactions with white people. Like and I ain't gonna lie, I be speaking first. I be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? I be like, what's good? You know what I'm saying? Like if I see an old lady, no matter white or black, I'm gonna hold the door for her. Old white man, old black man, I'm gonna hold the door for them, bro. That's just a person that I am. And that's why I just keep talking about this generation, because it seems like we're going a step back. Like the generation before them, like I don't know, I don't think they was as racist as they are now, bro. And that's crazy to say. But I'm gonna just end this video before I go off on a whole tangent. I want to say I appreciate all of the support. We are at 50,000.
Hey man, y'all let me know what y'all think about that, man. We on the road to 100K, okay? If you don't hit that like button, subscribe button, and turn on all notifications, slap the dog shit about yourself, because that's the first thing you should have did when you clicked on this live stream. Get us on the next one, and I'm gone. TYP the 9.
And subscribe.
The truth, huh? Alright. Let me just delete all them. There's gotta be some more update on Trey Reed by now, man.
A young black college student was found hanging from a tree in Mississippi. Police say there's no evidence of Charlie Kirk's death. In the days after Kirk's death,
I was the first one to ever join the military in my family. I knew that I wanted to go back to school and produce a big name. So to finish and get it.
And now to news development.
Delta State University and law enforcement spoke publicly for the first time since the tragic death of 21-year-old student Demontraviant Trey Reed. As 12 News' Jalen Thornton reports, the news conference comes amid growing calls for transparency and justice from Reed's family and community leaders.
On September 15th, Demontraviant Trey Reed was found hanging from a tree on the campus of Delta State University. With many unanswered questions, investigators have come forward to speak publicly for the first time.
How Trey was discovered has stirred many emotions in this community and many emotions around the state and the nation. While the preliminary report of the Bolivar County Coroner's Office indicates no evidence of foul play, we recognize that this is not only about facts. It's about emotions and it's about feelings. And the way this loss and how it was discovered affects people's lives.
Delta State Police Chief Michael Pillar confirmed Reed's body was transported to the Mississippi State Medical Examiner's Office, where a full autopsy began this morning. He also says the evidence includes video footage, but did not say what it shows and where it came from.
There are videos, and they're in the hands of the investigative team. This joint investigation remains active, and the Delta State University Police is in full cooperation with all agencies involved. This is an isolated incident. Due to the support of the state and local law enforcement and the increased law enforcement presence here at Delta State, there are currently no active threats to the campus.
Preliminary results are expected within.
I'm gonna see what the homie saying on TikTok. That was
On today's Triple Feature.
Making them videos.
Did Trey, right? A lot of people is wanting answers. We are wanting answers.
Nah, he ain't dropped no update or nothing. So it's really not too much to even know about that.
Jackson's breaking news leader, 16 WAPT.
Seem like some kind of. We'll continue to be that in our little.
Thank you for coming.
It's unclear, man. It's unclear. With Trey Reed, they're still saying the same thing.
On May
What's good, y'all? We got Here's Why You Don't Run Across an Intersection Topless. We're on the road to 100K, okay? If you want to hit that like button, subscribe button, and turn on all notifications, slap the dog shit about yourself, because that's the first thing you should have did when you clicked on this video. Shouts out to Watch Cop Cam. Let's see what it's hitting for.
On May 26, 2025, officers were dispatched after a call reported a woman running topless across an intersection, banging on the hood of a car.
How's it going? Deputy's in with the sheriff's office. Hey, we got a call about a woman running across the intersection. What's going on, ma'am? You got your tops off?
It's my phone. I'm just driving.
Okay.
He's driving. So
Do you know this woman, sir?
Yes.
Okay.
My boyfriend is my husband.
Okay. What happened to you?
Which one is it?
Nothing. I just was.
Okay, it's not normal for
It seemed like she just got done giving him top or something.
people to run across the intersection with their top off. So what happened to you? Why is your face all here? Will you get her out? Will you cover yourself up though?
Yeah. Sorry.
No, you're fine.
No, that's his.
Are you okay? You
Yes.
can put your stuff back on.
He said cover myself up.
Yeah. Just so you're not out here. Just trying to figure out what's going
Well,
on.
my
That's it.
titties are out, but
What's happening?
we just had a baby. Nothing's happening.
Okay.
I'm
You just had a baby. What?
drunk. He's not drunk. That's the only thing that's happening. I'm fucking with him, but nothing crazy.
Okay, so what's up with her? Somebody called in, said she jumped out of the car, was beating on the hood of the car and running across the intersection. You guys having an argument or something? Or because you got a scratch on your forehead there.
It's not even us arguing. She's just a little extra too drunk and each other blinded in.
Okay.
But nothing between us. Just
Okay, how'd you get all scratched up?
We were on the boat all day. Yeah, jumping in the water, jumping off this, jumping off that. But yeah, I understand. I'm waiting right here, so I knew it was coming, but she ran across the street. But
I'm just trying to figure out why.
Nothing happened.
Okay, I just don't understand why
Well,
we're all here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like someone called.
yeah. I got out of the car. I said I want to go to Mermaids, which is down there a little bit further. He said he didn't want to go to Mermaids. I said I'm gonna get out the car and go to Mermaids. I jumped out the car, and I started walking. He said, "Oh, you're gonna go to Mermaids?" I said, "Yeah, I'm gonna go to Mermaids." That's all that happened. I said, "Okay, cool."
So you just hopped out the car. Was it still drunk?
This nigga must have the time for that bullshit. I ain't got the time for it. I couldn't be messing around with no shorty like this.
Driving?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you like fall over?
Okay, cool.
So you just hopped out the car. Was it still driving?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you like fall over?
No. I literally, we were at, I don't know if it's this light or that light, but I hopped and I said, I'm gonna go to Mermaids because I like mermaids. I'm a little drunk. It's my birthday.
Sure.
It's not actually my birthday, but my birthday's on the 4th. Today's like the, 27th. The next weekend, Sunday, is my birthday weekend. So I said, okay, I'm gonna go out. You know, I don't care what you do. I'm gonna go out. So
Were you guys heading home and you're like, nah, I want to stay at home, and you just hopped out?
I said, I want to stay home. I want to go out to Mermaids. He said he doesn't want to go. So I said, I'm getting out the fucking car, and I ran across the street.
Okay.
And he said, you're tripping, you're crazy.
Sure.
He tried to launch the car across the street, and I said, you're
You tried to
insane.
do what?
Yeah, bro, you need to go ahead and part ways with Shorty. You know what I'm saying? Cause next thing you know, she's not gonna be coming home. She gonna be fucking with another nigga, all type of shit. You need to quit messing with her, bro.
He tried to, the car was like going this way. I'm sorry. The
You're
car was
fine.
going this way, and he tried to go that way. And I said, you're tripping. But, you know, honestly, he's being normal, but he's grown. We've been together for 4 years.
How old are you?
He's 34. He's 33. I'm 23.
Okay.
So he's turning.
So is there?
And that's why, like, bro, all these older niggas be trying to fuck with these young hoes. This is the prime example of why I couldn't do that. It's about your mindset.
The car moving while you're.
I jumped out the car.
About how fast, roughly?
1 mile. It was at this light. It came to
So you're just rolling and you get out.
Yeah, I decided to hop out of the car because I want to go to Mermaid.
So this is all an argument over.
Bitch, you hop out my car. You ain't you can stay. You can go. I'm gone. Ain't none of that. You can tell they had got into it. She probably doing way too much. You need to quit. You need to quit messing with her, bro.
You wanted to stay out partying.
I want to go to Mermaids. I'm young as fuck. I'm a little, you know,
Okay.
not I'm a little girl, but you know what I'm saying. I'm young.
So
wants
just
to
so
have
I'm clear,
fun.
you didn't put your hands on him.
No sir.
He didn't
No.
put his hands on you.
No.
He didn't hit you with the car. He didn't
No,
do
sir.
nothing. And when I go talk to the people who call.
And see, this is one of the reasons. Cause I'm 25, bro. This is one of the reasons why I'm having a problem with these women around my age. I've even had one older than me, 10 years damn near older than me. But they just want to have fun. They ready to go get drunk and do what she's doing. Jump out the car while it's moving, my nigga. This is why I'm having a hard time, bro. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, my nigga.
Put his hands on you.
No,
He didn't hit you with the car.
I'm too serious of a person. I take life too serious, bro. You know what I'm saying? Take it too serious.
You didn't put your hands on him.
No, sir.
He didn't put his hands on you.
No,
He didn't hit you with the car. He didn't
No,
do
sir.
nothing. And when I go talk to the people who called in, they're
No,
going to say
sir.
the same thing, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Did she strike you at any point?
No, she never struck me. We were on the boat today.
Did you strike her? Because she's got injuries on her as well.
Okay. Never. But we were on the boat today. We're on and off the boat. On and off the boat. Jumping in, jumping out.
Is this normal for her to run across the intersection like that? Because we had a bunch of people calling in.
It's not normal for her because she just had a child. So it's been 9 months pretty much like sober in the house.
Yeah,
She
I
hasn't
get
been
it.
drinking
I
much.
have a 3-month-old. I get it.
She hasn't been drinking much. This is her first time really drinking since her pregnancy.
Okay.
And I feel like she's just so drunk she can't really like bring it back. She can't really like.
Okay.
I can tell she's drunk. They just had a kid. That's crazy. Maybe it's because she's drunk. She acting like that, but I don't know. I don't know. That just seems like how she is all the time. Honestly.
I really didn't. I didn't want to chase her across the street.
No, I
parked
get
on
you.
this side because I was like, okay, well, I already tried to tell her to just get in the car, babe.
We're about to get married in a few months, and we're just nothing. Look, help them, help us.
You got any?
He trying to clap.
You know any of them?
Yes, he's great.
Okay, yeah. We're just...
I ain't gonna lie. Let me see that face card one time though. She ain't bad. She didn't get that hair right.
Nothing.
Oh shit! Oh, they was in the pool and stuff, whatever.
Actually,
or in the water.
Just help us.
All natural too. She ain't bad, bruh.
Got you going on, but
That's the what?
nothing. Actually, just help
you
us.
said?
Nothing.
You can be honest with me. I don't care.
I said nothing's going on. That's what I said.
No, not that. No, what'd you say about him?
I said I'm not. I said nothing's going on.
You said you should
No.
No, I thought you said that. I got something in my ear.
I never. No. Actually, no, never. Actually,
Did he treat you well?
he treats me amazing. He actually
Okay.
bought the car.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
good.
Actually, yeah.
That's good.
No.
And you guys
That's-
been together for 4 years?
Yeah, 4.5.
So you've been together for 4.5 years, and he bought you a car, or he bought himself a car, and you guys kind of
That's
shared.
my car.
Did he
Yeah,
buy
if you
it?
look up the fucking lights,
He-
that's my car.
He bought it for you?
Oh yeah, he's tricking on that. He put a baby in it. She let him put a baby in it. She might be riding low key.
Well, not really. It's in my name. It's
Okay.
all in my name.
Okay.
He put down the down payment.
So he helped you.
Yeah, but it's my car.
That's pretty good. It's pretty good, right?
Yeah. So what happened to your face? You look like you got a perfect handprint in the side of your face.
Really?
Perfect.
I'm literally perfect.
Finger handprint.
I'm so pretty. Are you serious?
I'm not saying that. I'm saying you have a perfect handprint right
Show
here in
me.
the. Okay.
She's clear. She's definitely. I could believe that. Like, I don't know. She probably is a little crazy. She probably good though. You know, she probably good. It do seem like it's probably like her first time drinking.
I'm black. What are you talking about?
That doesn't have anything to do with anything. You could still have a handprint in your face.
Can I see?
Yeah, I'm gonna take a picture of it. All right, we turn this way and I'll show you what I'm talking about. No. Just like turn to the side.
Bro, I hope they don't arrest her though.
Right, so I can get. There you go.
Y'all think she gonna get
Hang on.
arrested?
Yes, sir.
And then the other side, just so I can.
This side?
Yeah, there you go.
Yes, sir.
To show that there is or is not. This one doesn't look like it.
Yes, sir.
All right.
He's driving the car because she's drunk, nigga. And that's your girl. You gonna make your girl drive all the time everywhere? I mean, sometimes, shorty, you need to be driving sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to always be driving. You know.
So there's you right there. There's like 4 fingers right there. It looks like a perfect smack.
Do you see mine?
And that's not a tattoo. Those are.
No, it's not a tattoo.
Man, I'm not trying to be rude to you. I've been a sheriff 20 years. I'm not an expert, but I know what it looks like when somebody's been smacked.
We're engaged.
Okay, that doesn't have anything to. I didn't ask anything about that.
I think they probably did get into it though.
We're engaged.
So what happened to your face and what happened to him? Because he's covered in injuries too.
He's covered in injuries?
Yes, he's got a scratch on his neck, on his
probably
chest,
got
on
I
his
don't know why he's
forehead.
covered in injuries. We're engaged.
Would it surprise you that if he said you attacked him?
He said I attacked him? Well, he
But that-
didn't say that, but it would surprise me if he did. Actually.
It would surprise you, then?
It actually would. You
Okay.
could actually put my hands behind my back if you said
I'm not.
he
I'm
did.
not asking
Because
you
I know
that,
he
man.
didn't say
I'm
that.
just. I'm talking to
baby.
you.
Hey, listen. I got a warrant in Atlanta. You
Yeah,
can
I-
say
I
that he
saw
said that, but I know he didn't say that. So
I said, would it shock you if he said that?
it would absolutely shock me because I know my man didn't
Okay,
say
so would
that.
it shock you that the? Can I talk to you real quick?
It would absolutely shock me because I know
Would
my
it-
man didn't say that.
Would it shock you if the 911 caller said that he observed him hitting you in the car?
He didn't say that.
The 911 caller did. So
Okay, well, absolutely, it would shock
did
me.
he
because
hit you?
He did not
He did
shock
not hit
me.
you.
Hey, at least she not telling though. You know what I'm saying?
I'm
Yeah.
not saying he shocked you.
He did not hit me at all. I did
Okay.
not hit him. We did not hit each other.
Cause she knows she's crazy
We've been
herself.
together for 3.5 years. No one shocked anyone. It would observe me if anyone said anyone hit anyone because
Yeah.
no one hit anyone.
Yeah, I was right. She's crazy.
That's all I'm saying. So if you want to arrest me right now,
I'm not arresting you. I'm just asking
yes,
you questions
sir.
now.
No one did anything. That's all I gotta say because I really have to go home. Because no one except anyone. He didn't hit me. I didn't hit him.
She doesn't want to go to jail. They about to arrest her, bro. She was running around with her titties out.
And I'm
He got
actually not
scratches
scared.
on him. She got scratches on her. They both probably finna go to jail, bro.
Of you guys arresting me, so you guys can let him go. You can arrest me in this car, and we can take me wherever we go. And I don't give a fuck. Never care. He's looking back. He's smiling.
I really hope they don't have a kid together. I hope
All
that
right,
was a
one
lie. She's crazy. And I hope he didn't really buy that car for her. Or well, she said he put the down payment. He might be making payments though. 34 and 23. That's the prime example of why. You know, hell, I even tried to date an older one, and that shit didn't work. It wasn't cause no, she was like this though, but
Hey, I'm glad you're proud of that. All right,
at this
I'm gonna
point, I
photograph
don't
your injuries
know.
real
I
quick.
don't know what to do. It's about your mindset.
Say again?
I don't have any.
You have several injuries. You have
Not both. But not.
regardless, I need to photograph them.
No problem.
All right. So look straight ahead. All right, you don't look like you've been drinking or anything, so. I mean, at this point, nobody's alleging anything. I mean, I got her for running across the street naked. I can arrest her for that. So let me go research something, and she'll probably be toting that. So if she wants to get an attitude, then she can take the ride. Her mouth will get her in trouble, then she can go back to Atlanta and talk shit.
I got a warrant for aggravated assault in Atlanta because I.
We don't care about that.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, it's not extraditable. But I'm just letting them know before they go back.
Oh, she's thugging. She's thugging. She is most definitely the problem. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to give her a little bit benefit of the doubt, and that'd be my problem, bro. That'd be my biggest problem. You know what I'm saying? I was right though. I knew she was crazy. Cause I dealt with a shorty like this.
Check that because they're looking and they're
Wait,
like,
no,
oh, this is that. Okay, they can arrest me, but don't arrest him because there's nothing wrong. And that's my car. And I'm saying he has warrants to drive my car. That's my GLC 300. He has automatically warrants to drive my cars.
Why y'all trying to get
We're married.
What is this nigga doing, man?
Actually,
This nigga wants to clap so bad. This nigga popped out of nowhere. You see her over here.
he has automatically warrants to drive my cars.
Why y'all trying to get
We're married. Actually, you just want to see
They're
it.
engaged, man. Why y'all trying to make a case out
We're
of
good. We're
It's
good.
not, like I said, I'm not the investigating deputy.
Who is this nigga? Why this nigga just said he asked the police why is y'all trying to make a case out of it if they married?
I don't know.
Nigga, who are you? That's obstruction. They finna charge your ass, nigga, interfering with investigation, nigga.
I know he is.
Okay, he is, but
He's fine.
he's not
Actually,
trying to make a
he's
case.
fine.
We're just trying to.
I don't give
Okay,
a fuck. Look, me.
okay. Were you involved in this? And everything?
Yes, he was. He
Okay.
saw everything that happened.
Okay, you're not involved. Please do me a favor. Please step back. I'm gonna ask you.
And it's a nigga. One of these days, she might want to settle down with a nigga. After she's probably 35, she done ran the streets like this though. You will never know it. I mean, she done went viral now. You know, her body cam was leaked, so you might can find it. But my point is, these type of women, She cute, you know what I'm saying? Tatted up, whatnot. You know what I'm saying? She 23 years old, running the streets. Allegedly engaged to this, you know she getting clapped by another nigga too. That nigga's tricking and paying for everything. She got a kid, multiple kids. These type of women, they gonna get older, and then they might even go try to fuck with a young nigga. And play it like they just a good girl. You know what I'm saying? They on they shit. You know what I'm saying? It's not the case.
I'm gonna ask you, please step back, okay? You have nothing to do with this situation right now. Please step back.
Simp ass nigga, man. Look, another simp was lining up next in line for her ass. This nigga is down bad. This nigga's down bad, bro.
I understand, but you don't have anything to do with this situation right now. So please do me a favor and step back, okay?
Hey, like, we have the same fucking, like, look.
Okay.
Look at that.
Okay. I listen. I hear you.
All I'm saying is you're overdramatic.
How am I being overdramatic?
Your friends are being overdramatic.
I'm not doing anything, am I?
I really still go.
I'm not doing anything overdramatic, am I? I'm just standing here.
You're telling your friends to do what they're doing.
They're doing their job. That's all
That's
we're
my
doing.
car, and nothing's going on with my car.
Okay.
And he's fine.
Okay.
So let him go.
What happened in Georgia? Well, listen, I don't care what happened in Georgia.
What happened in Georgia? You want to know?
Yeah, I'm serious.
My fucking ex was fucking abusive. He was fucking abusive. He was an abusive ass fucking ex. He fucking used to beat me. He used to beat my ass every time we fucking went out anywhere. He used to get drunk as fuck. He used to be like, hey, you're going home with me. Mind you, I used to want to go home with my friends. I'm 19 years old. I love my friends.
Oh no. Sounds like you had a part in that as well though.
I used to want to hang out with my friends. He used to beat me. And tell
19, he was getting drunk. How old was he? Was he grown or was he underage as well?
me that I'm going home with him.
Okay.
That's what happened in Atlanta.
Okay.
And I left Atlanta and I came to Florida. I came to St. Pete actually.
Listen, it's a good listen.
I came to St. Pete actually.
Listen,
that's what happened.
He's abusive, and it's a good thing you left.
Yeah.
It's a good thing you left.
I did.
Yeah, that's good.
I did. That's what happened.
Listen, that's why.
That's what happened in Georgia.
That's why all I did is I just want.
And I
just
relived.
curious.
I fucking fought a man.
I'm just curious.
I fought this.
Watch out.
Yes, sir.
For disorderly conduct.
Yes, sir.
Disorderly conduct?
That's real.
Turn this way, face me.
That's real. That's real. That's real. Yes, sir.
We'll come talk in a second.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Being arrested for disorderly
I
intox.
understand that. I understand that.
Disorderly
Running
intox?
across this.
I understand what I'm
Hey,
doing.
hang on.
So that's for
Listen, this is not Atlanta, okay? You need to calm down. Calm down.
Let us do our job.
Away from away from
I understand.
Taylor.
Okay, you're not going to
Alarico, I understand. Yes, sir.
Taylor.
Yes, sir.
Mom.
I understand. I don't give a fuck. We're home.
Man, you gotta stay away from women like this, man. Damn. No way you're getting this drunk. I don't want you. She cute, but she's a mess, dog. And like I said, she gon' one day be 35 years old, bro, and wanna settle down with a nigga, a good nigga that been working hard his whole life, bro. I'm not going. I'm not going.
Good night. Don't let me go in that fucking car. You're good. We're good. Everyone's good. Good night.
Have a seat, please.
Yes, I will have a seat. Can you turn the air on?
It's
a little
on.
bit more.
All right, she's going for disorderly intox. So she wants to talk shit.
One thing y'all gotta realize though, like whenever you get to like beaches and just tourist attractions and sites and shit, just shit like that, downtowns and events and stuff, police is ready to take your ass to jail over anything, bro. Just like he said, oh, she gets to run her mouth a little bit. His mind was already made up. He wanted to see them titties. He didn't really give a fuck. But you gotta think, they just be, they in those type of instances, bro, they'll take you to jail over the smallest thing, bro. I swear.
I'll be petty too.
We
They'll be
think
petty.
something physical happened between them two.
No,
but
what happened, I'm gonna tell you what happened was he tried to get her to leave because she was doing that.
Right, so I get the proceeding. I'm talking like in the car because he's got something right here. She's got a little something. But each one of them says nothing happened. So she's not getting arrested for domestic.
She fell on the boat too.
I know. Real quick, she's not getting arrested for any of that. She's getting arrested because she's running across the street in public during that. So that's why she's got to get arrested.
Yeah, I can understand that. And then
he's cool. He's good.
He's good?
Yeah, he's good.
He's free to go. He's good. All right.
Thank you, guys. She's got to get.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is
And
her
we
first time
apologize
drinking.
for
She
that.
literally just had a baby 6 weeks
I
ago.
promise you, we tried to do this as amicable as possible, and on top of that, then
That's why I just didn't want her to
she starts
start
talking shit to all of us.
So it's like, now we can't help you. Come on.
It's
now.
like we
That's what I'm
tried.
trying to
I
calm her down,
promise.
so she won't get a
I
resistance
promise you. Yeah, we
Y'all
tried.
could have let her go still, bro. It's not like she was that crazy.
Thank you guys so much.
Yeah.
Despite her back and forth arguments with deputies, she was arrested on charges of disorderly intoxication. With her warrant listed as non-extraditable, the charges were ultimately dropped after her court appearance, but she still walked away with a $450 fine. Do you think justice was served, or should the outcome have been different?
It just seems like they made some money for the county that day. You know what I'm saying?
Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell.
Hey man, y'all let me know what y'all think about that, man. We on the road to 100K, okay? If you ain't hit that like button, subscribe button, and turned on all notifications, slap the dog shit about yourself, because that's the first thing you should have did when you clicked on this video. I'll get at you on the next one, and I'm gone. TYP the 9. Oh, chat. That was a decent little video. Yeah. They didn't tell on each other. They riding. Well, shit, apparently they just had a kid, so I would hope so. And y'all been together for some years. If that's just one little crash out, you know, and she don't be drinking like that, and she drinks every once in a while. She's not a frequent drunk. I don't know. She gave a lot of red flags, though. You know what I'm saying? It just gave toxic, so there's really no telling, man. You know, bro's definitely tricking and simping on that. You know, we know that. So, you know, we'll see how long they last. Maybe. Well, we won't see because we won't know nothing, you know, but hey. Only time will tell. Did I already ended that video? Still talking about it, huh? Tweaked out.
Different.
Yeah, we good. We in there. Man. I guess we'll do this one. I was gonna do this.
A sign. Fucking Jack come. The family must depart.
What's pop?
What's good, y'all? We got streamer hospitalized after a Kai Cenat stream. We on the road to 100K, okay? If you ain't hit that like button, subscribe button, and turned on all notifications, slap the dog shit about yourself, because that's the first thing you should have did when you clicked on this video. Let's see what it's hitting for.
Well, what's poppin', y'all? There's some terrible luck going on with streamers, and Kai Cenat's had a couple of close calls recently with terms of service on Twitch. It's a good thing he's locked in with them, so they're not trying to ruin his stream and ban him in the middle of a Mafia-thon. But someone got hurt really badly in a science experiment that was going on Kai Cenat's stream. So I'm going to play you guys that clip right now. As much of the clip as we can play, I got to cut out the part where the explosion happens because, that's YouTube ain't allowing that. Twitch might allow that, but I don't got the phone, or Twitch might allow that for Kai Cenat. But, I don't got the phone line to the big dogs over here at YouTube. I'm just small fry. So I'm going to play you guys that clip right now.
Go, 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 go.
So what they doing like a coca...
Close it. Come on. Tight. Now shake it.
This nigga finna be like goddamn 4 extra, nigga. He gonna need 4 extra. God damn. This ain't even the Mentos, nigga. This a real science experiment, nigga. The fuck is y'all niggas doing? Some nigga shit. God damn, this nigga 4 extra'd himself. Cheddar Bob. That's tragic.
Close it. Come on. Tight. Now shake it. Oh my God. Tighten it up. Are you okay? Tighten it up. No.
This nigga's on the floor. This nigga just blew his damn hand off.
We doing dumb shit right now, man.
What you mean? Yeah, you damn right, nigga.
We doing dumb shit right now, man.
This looked bad. We almost had a 4 extra type of situation here.
4 extra to himself,
no
man.
Hopefully Ty Lil wouldn't be the one to, not pull back up to no jumper after something like that or ask for a $50,000 interview. But he wouldn't ask for a $50,000 interview, as we'd see later. I'm not gonna lie, when I saw that thing like sizzling up, I was like, whoa, please don't hold that. And then you start shaking it. I can't imagine the amount of pain that
had to process up even
at.
faster, bro.
So
God
after
damn.
this, he gets this. Anybody else, something like this happens, they're getting banned on stream immediately. But Kai Cenat, they're holding him down, and he also like tries to get the situation handled. Like he tries to get him rushed to the hospital as soon as possible. So credits to him for that. And then he gets information from Ty Lil. Ty Lil show himself, he's a very popular streamer. He had one of the hottest streams, I think it was in 2020 on IG Live. I'm not sure if it was him that inspired Tory Lanez to start Quarantine Radio, but the Ty Lil show was a thing that every pop-in, like The Weeknd was in there, Drake would be in there, and they'd just be watching. They'd just be typing in the chat. Tory Lanez would be in there too. So Ty Lil, he's a streamer in his own right, and he starts talking about what happened to him, and I'm going to play you guys the clip right now.
Two of my fingers dislocated though.
What?
Where's my mother?
Is you good
Nigga
though?
dislocated 2 fingers.
Nah, I'm straight. And my hand still burned, like it's still sizzling, like burning. They said,
bro, 2 fingers dislocated, bro.
They said cause the fumes from the dry ice, that I guess it must got into my pores, so that's why my whole hand still burning. It's gonna be burning for like the next hour.
Damn.
As soon as I woke there, I literally seen Max. Max said he was sleeping. And he just woke up, his shoulders hurting, and while he was driving to the hospital, I feel bad, he really looked sick. While he drove to the hospital, he just started throwing up. I think he's checking him too. I was just talking to him.
Wait, Max? Black Boy Max? Yes, they was in the same, coincidentally, they was in the same hospital.
No, we both here in the same hospital.
What the?
What happened to Max?
What the?
But God, Max whole right side, like he can't move, like Max can't move his neck and his whole right arm.
I swear to God, I feel like it would be
What happened? That nigga was there? That's him with that do-rag on.
Crazy to be a kid right now. I remember when we had, imagine your Ty Lil show, or you're watching Kai Cenat, and then the Ty Lil show, he gets hurt, he goes to the hospital, and then you find out that Black Boy Max is also in the hospital. Hopefully he recovers with what seems like symptoms of a stroke, where he's like, he can't move his whole right side. I hope that's not what the case is. Maybe it's a similar situation to what happened with Justin Bieber. I have no idea. I'm not Dr. House over here. Elite show, by the way. One of the greatest main characters of all time. House MD, if you haven't watched that. So it almost is like you're watching cartoons and you don't get any type of, like when we were kids, you're watching Fairly Odd Parents, and then in the middle of the episode, Goddard comes in and Jimmy Neutron comes in, and then you've got well, what's another cartoon? You've got Cat Dog that comes into the show. You're like, whoa, what the hell? Why are all these people coming together? And that's what's happening. Like, these people are running into each other in real life. Entertainment as a kid right now must be S tier, which can fry your dopamine receptors. So I do feel for them in that regard. But Arky and Yugi, who were two streamers that Kai Cenat wanted to have back frequently, and he said they could stay for his Mafia-thon as long as they wanted because they were creating a lot of different segments of content. Because Kai Cenat was struggling to run up the subs, and he's got a lot on his mind. He's got to entertain. So people that can help him, it works out in his favor. And these guys, they introduced a lot of segments, and his stream, the Mafia-thon was going to end. There was like an hour left. And he created this power hour thing and really jumped up the views and the sub donations that extended the timer on the stream. But these guys felt bad about the situation, and I'm going to play you guys that clip right now.
Yeah, Arky and Yugi said something to me. They say, yo, Kai, this is Yugi saying, he said, yo, Kai, me and Arky left. We felt hella bad for the Ty Lil thing. Hope we can come back and make things right. If you could relay an apology to Ty Lil, thank you for inviting us again.
He got something happened?
Yeah, we did a science experiment and it exploded. Ty Lil, you know Ty Lil?
Oh, yeah, it exploded.
Niggas mixed dry ice with some bullshit, closed the lid on a 2-liter, shook this shit up, and it blew up, man. Come on, dog.
Yeah,
he like
Gucci though. He Gucci.
He like the homie that with the M80.
Who?
Not one of the homies from LA, but like.
He talking about 4 extra.
Oh, no. It wasn't that bad. It was dry ice. It was dry
ice.
So it's like
he like cuts,
30 paper cuts in his hand right now. He dislocated 2 fingers. Crazy, bro.
He paid his dues though.
Nigga almost got 4 extra, bro. God damn.
Huh?
He paid his dues.
Yeah.
Let's take one for the team, man.
Nigga paid his dues. Fuck no. It's one thing I ain't trying to do, nigga. I ain't trying to get hurt fucking around with niggas now. We can have fun, but I ain't finna get hurt. We was at a B&B in OKC for the homie birthday. We playing catch right by the pool, right? We playing catch right by the pool. I'm down here by myself, and I'm throwing the ball to 2 niggas on the other side of the pool, right? And you know, they kind of like competing with each other to who can catch the ball. They kind of like playing jackpot type shit. I threw the ball, and you know, they end up jumping at the same time, hitting each other. One of them fell, bro, and knocked his own self out. I swear to God, bro, on the concrete. Hit the back of his head on the concrete, my nigga. We over here just playing catch, bro. But these niggas want to be all competitive and shit. Now, nigga head busted wide open and shit. I mean, his head wasn't, but he wasn't bleeding or nothing. But the nigga knocked himself out, bro. I swear to God, bro. I was like, damn. And the other homies was laughing at his ass. I'm like, man, this nigga really knocked himself out. Y'all niggas laughing right now. No cap.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm like, man. See, that's what I'm saying. I ain't doing all that. I ain't doing all this running and. I ain't finna knock myself out, nigga. Hit my head, get a damn concussion. I'm cool.
No cap. Everybody spam up W Arky and W Yugi because
I like them. They cool.
Chat, they cool as hell, and they didn't know. They didn't know. I feel bad that they left without telling me because they really felt bad. GP with the chat. I mean, they really felt bad. They left without. So chat, go show love to Arky. Go show to Yugi right now. Everybody go DM them. Go show them love right now. That genuinely, bro, they're able to come back whenever they want.
And just from this situation, you can tell a lot by people's behavior. The fact that these guys just left after, clearly they apologized to Ty Lil, and they didn't want to hurt anybody. This was a science experiment. And them leaving when they know how much they can benefit by staying goes to show that they felt bad about the situation. They didn't want to take advantage of the situation. And if people felt any type of animosity towards them, they wouldn't change the energy of the way Kai Cenat's Mafia-thon was going. So there's a lot of empathy shown by these two guys on here. And I think they need to be given a little bit more credit for that, because this is a huge opportunity from them. 6 months ago, these guys were not popping. And then now, they're in the past 2 months, they've really blown up. Kai Cenat is like, you guys can stay here for as long as you want. And they decide to leave after this situation. But Ty Lue, he goes on and tweets and says, I'm so dumb. My hand is effed. And we would find out that, yeah, he shows his hand. There's 2 fingers are dislocated, so thank God he still has his hands, and he should be okay. But then he also posted a photo of him with Plaqueboy Max, so you see them in the lobby, and I don't know what Plaqueboy Max got on with those pants. Maybe he's sagging a little too hard. But anyway, hopefully they're able to recover. And what's funny is DDG got to insert himself in some way. He got to get the clout somehow, which I respect. That's the name of the game. That is his job. He says, y'all stay there. I'm finna pull up. I just broke my leg. Finna be a movie. W stream. And this is what I was saying earlier. Like, yo, if you're a kid, I like that DDG said this, because he addressed the elephant in the room, but he pointed out what everyone else is thinking. It's like, yo, this is too much of a coincidence. Now, of course, it's negative that you got to meet your mans or your colleague. I don't know how cool Ty Lue and Plaqueboy Max are, but they're for sure at least cordial. You got to meet your colleague randomly at a hospital when something happened to you both. And this also shows how taxing this job can be. Like Plaqueboy Max, he's probably dealing with a lot of stress with who knows what behind the scenes, because there's a lot of stuff that happens on stream and it may cause stress, but there's a lot of anticipation and planning things that may cause stress that we never see, like ideas that never come to fruition, collaborations that never end up happening, or that take a lot of planning, maybe like a month or 2, and then they just don't happen. And those types of situations, we don't see them because they don't end up on stream. But I do think Kai Cenat does need to be a little more careful. Like the first time, it was just somebody else's speech, and that actually can hurt him more than some actual physical actions. But at the first time, it was somebody's speech, and that was handled. And then now somebody's getting physically hurt. I think he's got to reel it in a bit and take a lot more safety precautions. Not because this is the thing, when you're pushing the boundaries of content, things like this happen. And I just don't want to see these pages that create narratives say like, yo, this is the victim list of people in Kai Cenat's Mafia-thon. This person got hurt. This person got kicked out. This happened to this person. I don't want that. I want this to end, and I want it to end with him getting that million, which is, it's tough because we're over halfway in to September. He's got until October to hit another, 490,000 subs, which is no joke. So I think we're going to see towards the end of the month him going really hard, because I think he's going to be behind. It's almost like ticket sales, right? Ticket sales, they sell a ton when they first drop, and then it's slow. And then when the show's about to happen, probably like the last 7 to 10 days, maybe especially in the last 3 days, the tickets start flying off the shelves. The metaphorical shelves. We don't got shelves anymore. I don't even think we ever had tickets on shelves. But I'm starting to ramble. I was just about to go on a tangent, so I got to catch myself there. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you...
Yeah, man, let me know what y'all think about that situation right there, man. We on the road to 100K, okay? If you want to hit that like button, subscribe button, and turn on all notifications, slap the dog shit about yourself. Because that's the first thing you should have did when you clicked on this video. Get at you on the next one. I'm gone. TYP the name.
Enjoyed, and I'm going to see y'all on the next one. Really hope...
Work, don't stop. Work, don't stop. Let's see what O'Shea Duke talking about today. Melissa Ford. Who is that? Let's see. Who is Melissa Ford?
Do you mean Melissa Ford, sometimes spelled as Melissa, or Melissa Ford in a different context? Here Here's info on Melissa Ford, because she seems to match what people are often referring to. If you meant another Melissa Ford, I can pull that too.
Is that right?
Who is Melissa Ford? Full name, Melissa Savannah Ford. Wikipedia, born November 7th, 1976 in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Wikipedia, mixed heritage. Her father is from Barbados. Her mother has Norwegian and Russian ancestry. Wikipedia. Career. She first got attention in modeling and fashion as a video vixen. She was discovered around age 20 while bartending in Toronto. Wikipedia. She's been in music videos, magazines, TV, and film appearances. IMDb. She's also done radio work, Sirius Satellite Radio, hosted podcasts, and been involved with shows like Hollywood Unlocked. Wikipedia. Since 2022, she's been a co-host on the Joe Budden podcast. Wikipedia. Other notable info. In 2018, she was in a serious car accident involving an 18-wheeler, which caused significant injuries. Wikipedia. More recently, she launched a podcast called Hot and Bothered with Melissa Ford, focused on wellness and lifestyle, especially for women over 40. Wikipedia. If this is who you meant, I can also pull up controversies, interviews, or what people think about her. Or if it's a different Melissa Ford, tell me more, job, context, etc., and I'll get you that info.
But speaking of podcasts, still no confirmation as to what happened, but there's a lot of speculation of what happened to Melissa Ford on the Joe Budden show.
The last time we saw Melissa Ford on the Joe Budden podcast was on August 6, 2025. That was episode 849, titled Super P, featuring Offset. And ever since then, we have not seen her on subsequent episodes.
I don't give a fuck about them. Joe Budden and shit. What's a good video, man? What's a good one? RL stream in America, OKC, Kansas City. Speed. Speed was in the O. Yeah, that nigga definitely in the O if he had a Brahms. That nigga definitely in the O if he had a Brahms, nigga. Brahms is from Oklahoma, I think. They got the fair going on right now. I think Tulsa shit like September or something. Shout out to that nigga Speed. That boy stay working, man. Out here in the O with it. This evidence proved 15-year-old girlfriend.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
We may have.
What's good, y'all? We got this evidence proves rapper DV4D murdered his 15-year-old girlfriend. We on the road to 100K, okay? If you ain't hit that like button, subscribe button, and turned on all notifications, slap the dog shit about yourself, because that's the first thing you should have did when you clicked on this video. Shouts out to Poetic Flacco. Let's see what it's hitting for.
We may have on our hands right now the greatest murder mystery in Black culture history. This is one of those things where I've sat with this all day, going through this rabbit hole,
not believing what I was seeing, not believing how sick certain people are, and just being befuddled as to how this could happen in front of everybody. How did this take place? If you guys are not aware, I'm talking about the murder mystery surrounding singer / rapper David. His stage name is D4VD.
Never heard of him.
Pronounced David.
Still waiting to learn more about the victim found inside the trunk of a car at a tow yard in Hollywood.
Police say the strong stench triggered the investigation, and now News reporter Sophie Flay is live near the scene where we learned the car is registered to a multi-platinum artist. Sophie.
Yeah, David, Giovanna, that's right. The LAPD tells us they are still in the very early stages of this investigation. But that tow yard, it's behind me here, and we've seen patrol cars coming in and out all day. We spoke to residents in the area who say they are in shock.
I've got more questions than I have fear right now.
Decomposing human remains found in a bag inside a Tesla at a Hollywood tow yard. Los Angeles police responding after reports of a foul smell coming from the car. Eyewitness News confirming that vehicle is registered to 20-year-old singer David, whose real name is David Anthony Burke. One of his fans showing up with a sign that reads, "David didn't do it."
It doesn't feel real. I'm kind of in disbelief still. I don't know if it's a lot.
You don't even know that man.
Los Angeles police made the gruesome discovery Monday, but says the impounded car had been parked at the tow yard for 2 days after it was abandoned on a street in the neighborhood. Police saying the victim found inside the front trunk had been dead for some time.
But the first thing that goes through my head is that I'm going to be watching the series on Netflix in a year. This is a big deal.
He was on tour when the body was discovered in the back of the Tesla at the impound. And naturally, people gave him the benefit of the doubt. They say, he's on tour. Possibly his Tesla was stolen and somebody did something
You're the first suspect.
nefarious with the vehicle once they stole it. Even the police and TMZ was giving him the benefit of the doubt. As you see here, nobody was really suspecting or accusing him of doing anything nefarious. The official
I doubt that. You're always the first suspect, bro.
theories being thrown around was maybe he gave his car to somebody, or maybe it was possibly stolen.
Situation
with David?
Yeah,
he didn't do it.
He's not a murderer?
No.
Thank God, bro, because I was still gonna listen to his music. I was just worried that I'd be an asshole if I did.
No, listen, he didn't do it. He literally performed the next day. If he was a suspect, the police would have been after him. He's not a suspect.
He's not just escaping the police clutches?
No. And I'm gonna perform. We're gonna perform on the 20th, me and David.
Listen the ween.
Let me do it. I'll make it. So
period.
That nigga said the next day. That doesn't mean nothing.
Do you think David did it?
Do I think he's a murderer?
Yeah.
Can't rule him out.
Can't rule him out?
Can't rule him out.
Damn. No way. No.
You know what I did think was incredibly soft? I don't know if it's
how
true.
do you steal a Tesla though?
Huh? Wait, so you think it is him?
No, I don't
How
think
do you
it's
steal
him.
a Tesla?
I don't think it's him because he's been on tour.
No,
but also,
I
how
don't
do
think
you
it's him
steal a
either.
Tesla?
I think it's almost obviously not him. But what's weird is that Crocs dropped him.
Yeah, why would they do that?
That's weird.
Yeah, and Hollister. What? Why would they do that? Guilty till proven innocent? No. Innocent till proven guilty.
That was kind of strange because the days following the announcement that a dead body was found in the back of his Tesla at the impound lot, the brands dropped him. Brands that he was modeling for, like Crocs and Hollister, they dropped him. So whatever information they found doing their own investigation, or maybe they just don't want to be involved with somebody who may or may not be involved in a murder investigation. So that was the only thing that he really lost. But for the most part, nobody is really throwing out theories that he did this. Everybody thinks this dude is on a world tour. Somebody stole his Tesla, did something nefarious with it while he was on tour, and that's the end of that. That's until more details began to come out. Once we got fed more information surrounding what's going on with this dead body in the back of this Tesla, once the details got out, once TMZ began doing their investigation, the theory that this Tesla got stolen and this person killed somebody and put the dead body in the back of the vehicle wrapped up, that got thrown out the window. Because the new information we got makes that scenario empirically impossible. The theory that he didn't know what was going on was out the window once the police identified the body. So the mother of 15-year-old, 5'1", 71-pound Celeste Hernandez, once she heard what the description of the victim was, The mother called into the police station and said, yo, I think that's my daughter. And they was able to positively identify who the victim was. And the victim was identified as a 15-year-old named Celeste Rivas Hernandez, who's been missing for a year now.
Ooh.
Bad situation got progressively worse once we got more information. The mother apparently told the police that before her daughter went missing, her daughter let her know she had a boyfriend. And her boyfriend name was David. She never met David, but she remembered her daughter telling her boyfriend name was David. To make things worse for David, him and the victim have the same tattoo on their right index finger. It was a tattoo of the word shh. At the beginning of the week, this started as a murder investigation that may have included somebody stealing David's car, doing something nefarious, and putting a dead body in his vehicle. To David is being investigated for murdering a 15-year-old that he was dating. If the tattoo or her telling her mother she was dating David wasn't bad enough, people close to Celeste and David began to post pictures, removing any and all doubt that David knew this 15-year-old victim. They posted pictures of them together. This picture you're looking at is of Celeste and David on FaceTime with one of their friends. The friend screenshotted it and reposted it at that particular time. They called the friend at 3:51 a.m. Why was he chilling with a then 13-year-old at 3:51 a.m.? This situation without the murder is already career ended. This situation without the murder is already a situation that's serious enough to where I don't ever want to see this man make another song. This man needs to be locked away for life and castrated. This is disgusting, bruh. What would possess you to do this? This was not just a normal groupie or a fan. This was a 13 or 15-year-old fan of his that he began dating and harboring as she ran away. That's what the accusations are.
Right, groomed
Now,
her.
before we even get to the possibility
That
of
nigga had the
him
money, too.
murdering her, let's get to this relationship, okay, between Celeste and David, because it gets even nastier. The receipts that has surfaced gets even nastier. And oh, by the way, that entire excuse of maybe somebody stole the vehicle and did something bad, he didn't know the vehicle got stolen, you can throw that out the window, bro. There's a 0% chance that somebody stole David's vehicle and then go looking for the closest person to David to murder. Cut it out, bro. Cut it out. They stole his vehicle, murdered his 15-year-old girlfriend, and put her body inside the back of his vehicle. Cut it
And
out.
see, he probably thought he can get away with it because she's been missing.
Man, that doesn't make sense whatsoever. Celeste went missing April 5th of 2024. But the friends posted messages of them talking to Celeste April 29th of 2024, where they're expressing like they know she's on the run, but telling her, hey, don't delete this burner Instagram. We still want to be able to reach you. And the message says, Anissa, do not text. He came back. He's crying. Do not text me. We don't know who he is. We can make our assumptions, but we don't know for a fact who he is at the moment. She then continues, I fixed, I'm staying, don't text, whatever that is. She says, I fixed him. I don't know how. We both cried to get her and he changed his mind. I'm happy he did though. And then this is where it gets disturbing, man. And it really made me throw up. So she wrote
He took her virginity, bro.
It can bleed and not bleed during blank because you probably did it when you were younger. She then told a friend that she didn't bleed when she was engaged in intimate acts because she was horny. The friend responded, you said you bled. What? She says, I thought I did, but I just got my period. I only bled with David. She says, Yo, bro, this is just, I don't know, bro. This is just sick, man. I hate the fact that I have to cover things like this, man. This is just sick, bro. So then the friend tells her, hey, listen, you have to swear you're gonna stay safe. are you still going to talk to David or go back with him because I don't want you to get into any more trouble with him? She says, I'm safe. No, I'm not. So she expressed here, for some reason, she was not going to talk to David anymore, that she was not going to get in any more trouble with David. So this right here, to me, is somewhat of a motive, that they got into it. They were having troubles. It was turmoil. Something took place to where the friends had reasons to ask her if she was safe, reasons to believe that she was not safe being with David. So then the friend says, okay, I love you. I'll text you in about a week. Don't delete.
Okay, so she was telling her friend that you don't have to bleed the first time. I did it because I wasn't.
Insta. Again, she's on the run from her parents. She's a runaway. The only person who know where she is apparently David. Why are you with a 15-year-old runaway? Why do the 15-year-old runaway friends keep talking about her getting in trouble with you? Why do they feel like she's unsafe with you? What went on? And most importantly, about a year after these messages are written, she pops up dead in the back of David's vehicle. That's not suspicious.
Lock him up and
guys.
throw away
Like,
the key.
That's not reasons to pause here and say, this isn't about a stolen vehicle. This isn't about what the other theories are. This is about somebody may have committed cold-blooded murder here. Here's more receipts of him communicating with her when she was 13 years old in 2022 in Discord. Now, and on your left is more screenshots of people who's been on FaceTime with her and David. My thing is, what would this do? What was he doing on FaceTime with these kids, with these children, bro? Like, you don't have any friends your own age that you could FaceTime with? This is weird. This is sickening. He hasn't given any statement yet. Because the only statement he could really give, to be honest, that he really has to give is, yeah, that was my girlfriend. That was somebody who I was exploiting, but I didn't kill her, bro. Either way, you're going to jail. You are going to rot in a prison cell, bro. You're going to die in prison, bro. You are going to jail for a very long time here, man.
Yeah,
TMZ apparently confirmed that this photo shows the singer David near the area where the victim lived before she disappeared. Now, the person who posted this picture alleged that David was paying people to keep Celeste's age a secret. Again, this is what TMZ is reporting. Not Poetic Flacco. TMZ is reporting this. Here's where things get a whole lot spookier. I'm talking about YNW Melly Murder on My Mind spooky, like when Melly was arrested for murdering his two best friends, and then the song surfaced of Murder on My Mind where he's rapping about murdering his best friend.
The song came out first.
But he wrote the song like years before the murder. We got something similar.
Song
here,
came out, then he got
Celeste, her
charged with
birthday
that,
is
nigga.
September 7th. We know this from the missing person poster. Her birthday is September 7th. David released a song on September 7th titled Romantic Homicide, where he raps about murdering his love interest.
Oh, no.
The song has about 178 million views, so
Oh,
it's
no.
a pretty popular song. Now,
That's back in 2022.
the lyrics from this song actually says, in the back of my mind, I killed you, and I didn't even regret it. I can't believe I said it, but it's true. In the era where lyrics is being used in court, sir, you are cooked. You are cooked. Now,
You could say that's like premeditation built up over time. You know what I'm saying? Because if that's back in 2022, he didn't kill her till just recently. You know, that could have been him, you know, having them feelings back then. You know, because he literally said in the back of his mind, I killed you. So that's meaning, you know, he ain't done it yet, but he's been thinking about it. You know?
and I didn't even regret it. I can't believe I said it, but it's true. In the era where lyrics is being used in court, sir, you are cooked. You are cooked. Now, you want to know where this gets a little bit more eerie? A little bit more kind of crazy and sociopathic? It appears she may have been killed on her birthday. She may have been killed on September 7th. The body was actually located in the impound in the back of the Tesla on September 9th. What we do know, right, is it was parked outside for 2 days before they brought it into the impound on the 9th. The stench, which is too crazy, they had to check. If the car was parked outside for 2 days prior, that means that he parked the car there on September 7th. And the car was there for 2 days before they brought it to the impound lot. That could possibly mean he could have murdered this person on September 7th because, like, I would assume they were already dead when the car got parked.
Yeah.
So they could potentially have been killed on the 7th, on the birthday, which would have been foreshadowed.
That nigga's retarded, bro. You gotta be retarded to abandon your own car with, like, you gotta just be retarded.
Killed on the 7th, on the birthday, which would have been foreshadowing in that song. Now, this is spooky. This is insane. I don't know what to make of this. What I do know is something does not add up here at all.
And that young girl ran away from home, willingly stayed away from home. Although she texted her friend and said, "No, I'm okay, I'm safe." That girl was missing for a whole year, bro. She never wanted to go home or nothing. It's fucked up.
Something does not add up here at all. At all. But y'all let me know what y'all think. All right? Do y'all believe he's involved? Do y'all believe he did this?
Yeah, man.
Now he's staying quiet. He's luring.
You're most definitely involved. If the body was found in your car, bro.
No, he's not responding back or saying nothing to nobody. I reached out, everybody reached out, he's not speaking. Now he canceled the tour dates.
So he's not in custody?
He went on a world tour, right? Afterwards. Now I'll be real. He should have started that world tour in North Korea or Russia somewhere, man, where there's no extradition. You should have stayed there, homie, because right now the police ain't allowing you to leave the country, bro. If they gotta lock you up on a complaint, and they have a certain time frame to create this indictment there.
So they haven't charged him with this yet? They still trying to do an investigation? The car is in your name, my guy. You're the first. So he said the police played it off like he didn't have nothing to do with it, even when they knew it was his car. But now all of a sudden, they is thinking it was him. I guess. Is they?
They're gonna do so before they allow you to leave the country. Let me know in the comment section, what do you guys think, man? Do y'all believe he's involved? And if you're still watching, click on this video here.
And he was with that girl for a whole year. While she was ran away from home. That's crazy, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. We on the road to 100K, okay? If you ain't hit that like button, subscribe button, and turned on all notifications, slap the dog shit about yourself, because that's the first thing you should have did when you clicked on this video. Get at you on the next one, and I'm gone. TYP the name. Chat. Who up in the building, man? I already know what y'all here to watch. Y'all here to see what's in the title, so I got y'all niggas, man. Let's see if I find something. I couldn't find nothing on old boy that got hung. Yeah, it ain't no new updates or nothing on him. Yeah, it ain't really too much of an update on Charlie Kirk neither. I mean, the shooter had his first court appearance today. I dropped that little reaction, but it wasn't much of nothing. It was like arraignment for real. He didn't get no bond. Told him what he was charged with.
Could you build a website you love with Wix? For your words?
Apparently, Charlie Kirk's accused killer speaks in first court appearance.
Could you state your name?
Tyler James Robinson.
Tyler Robinson, the suspected killer of political activist Charlie Kirk, who was brazenly gunned down in cold blood last week in front of a packed crowd out in Utah, has officially been charged and appeared in court for the very first time. We are breaking down all of the legal angles of today's developments, from the charges, the evidence, anyone else going to be arrested, and most importantly, what can we expect next?
There's no way he jumped off that building with his. Was y'all able to see that? There's no way he jumped off of that.
Anyone else
with that gun in his pants?
It's going to be arrested, and most importantly, what can we expect next?
His
Welcome
knees
to
bit
Sidebar,
like that, they
presented by
didn't
Law
fall
and
out or
Crime.
nothing.
I'm Jesse Weber.
I don't know how he did it.
Charges and a first court appearance for 22-year-old Tyler Robinson, the man accused of shooting to death political activist Charlie Kirk last week at a speaking debating engagement at Utah Valley University. And I want to get into what just happened at this first court appearance, right? We're going to talk about the charges, the defenses, evidence, discord, a lot about that too, federal charges. But what did the day start with? There was a press conference held out in Utah to announce the formal state charges against Tyler Robinson. Here's Utah County Attorney Jeffrey Gray.
I am filing a criminal information charging Tyler James Robinson, age 22, with the following crimes. Count 1, aggravated murder, a capital offense, for intentionally or knowingly causing the death of Charlie Kirk under circumstances that created a great risk of death to others. Count 2, felony discharge of a firearm causing serious bodily injury, a first-degree felony. The state is further alleging aggravating factors on counts 1 and 2 because the defendant is believed to have targeted Charlie Kirk based on Charlie Kirk's political expression and did so knowing that children were present and would witness the homicide. The state is also charging defendant with count 3, obstruction of justice, a second-degree felony for moving and concealing the rifle used in the shooting. Count 4, obstruction of justice, a second-degree felony for disposing the clothing he wore during the shooting. Count 5, witness tampering, a third-degree felony for directing his roommate to delete his incriminating texts. Count 6, witness tampering, a third-degree felony for directing his roommate to stay silent if police questioned him. And count 7, commission of a violent offense in the presence of a child, a Class A misdemeanor, for committing homicide knowing that children were present and may have seen or heard the murder and did so based on Charlie Kirk's political expression.
Okay, again, those are state charges, not federal charges, state charges. And Gray announced that they plan to file a notice of intent to seek the death penalty here. Yes, there are some new details. Yes, there are new charges here, because when you look at the original probable cause affidavit that listed murder and obstruction and the firearm discharge charges, those were the ones he was booked on. We now learned about these aggravating factors, right? About children and political
We're gonna skip to where he speaks. I don't think he really spoke other than saying his name.
Sometimes do we talk about text messages being some of the most important evidence you can have in a criminal case? Sometimes it's ambiguous. What did they mean? What not? This is really unambiguous in my opinion, but I'm going to debate it out in a minute. But then later on in the day, Tyler Robinson made his first court appearance. It was virtual. He appeared via the Utah County Jail, but it was an appearance for the 4th Judicial District Court.
Could you state your name?
Tyler James Robinson.
Thank you for being here, Mr. Robinson. I'm Judge Graff. Mr. Skordas.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. You're probably already aware of my presence or why I'm here, but if not, I am not entering an appearance. I'm not counsel on this case. I'm working with the county to get counsel assigned, but we need you to allow for the appointment of counsel.
Thank you, Mr. Skordas. It is, well, I want to go through the qualifications
Absolutely.
for indigency, but that is my intent, Mr. Skordas.
Very well.
And I thank you for being here. So, Mr. Robinson, you have a right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one, the court can appoint an attorney to represent you. I have reviewed your declaration of financial status and find that you are indigent. I'm provisionally appointing a...
Okay,
So that
yeah.
should be in the-
All he said was his name. He ain't even say much. So just found out. For hiring a hitman. Just found out that Jimmy Kimmel has been suspended from ABC for comments about Charlie Kirk. So we gonna see what that's hitting for. Whole 10-minute video. I don't know if I'll get copyrighted for reacting to that or not. I guess we'll just have to see.
Almost 50% of the U.S. stock market today depends on a few technology companies.
Thank you very much. Welcome. Thank you for joining us here in Los Angeles. The second largest city in our bitterly divided nation, where, like the rest of the country, we're still trying to wrap our heads around the senseless murder of the popular podcaster and conservative activist Charlie Kirk yesterday, whose death has amplified our anger, our differences. And I've seen a lot of extraordinarily vile responses to this from both sides of the political spectrum. Some people are cheering this, which is something I won't ever understand. We had another school shooting yesterday in Colorado, the 100th one of the year. And with
100th of the year? Now.
With all these terrible things happening, you would think that our president would at least make an attempt to bring us together, but he didn't. President Obama did. President Biden did. Presidents Bush and Clinton did. President Trump did not. Instead, he blamed Democrats for their rhetoric. The man who told a crowd of supporters that maybe the Second Amendment people should do something about Hillary Clinton. The man who said he wouldn't mind if someone shot through the fake news media. The man who unleashed a mob on the Capitol and said...
Oh, he coming for Trump, huh? Ain't like that.
Liz Cheney should face 9-barrel shooting at her for supporting his opponent, blames the radical left for their rhetoric. And then the man who on 9/11, 2001, bragged that his building was now the tallest building in New York, which wasn't even true, by the way, visited the Pentagon for a 9/11 memorial, which, believe it or not, he made a bigly improvement over last year when he showed up at a 9/11 remembrance at a fire station in Lower Manhattan with a 9/11 conspiracy theorist who claims it was an inside job. This year, he brought his wife, which was better for sure. And I have to say, I don't know what's going on, but those two lovebirds, they seem to be closer than ever. I mean, if you see during the ceremony, in a tender moment, Donald reaches over and gives her a little tap. He taps her like he's hoping ketchup would come out, and she didn't really respond. Maybe that's their signal for my diaper is full, I don't know. And then it was off to New York for a Yankees game. Slow DiMaggio made an appearance at Yankee Stadium after an appearance last week at the U.S. Open. It's all part of his Getting Booed in Public tour. Former Mayor Rudy Giuliani was supposed to go to the Yankee game with him to sit with the president, but he accidentally showed up at a Yankee Candle store. So Uncle Scam, though, he's all over the place right now. You know, last month, Trump, he fired the commissioner of the Bureau of Labor and Statistics because he didn't like the job numbers she released. So he replaced her, and now we have a new round of numbers. And guess what? Those numbers are bad, too. We added 900,000 fewer jobs than projected. I wonder, do you think they fight over who has to give them the news? Like, no, you go, I'm not bringing them these numbers. But say what you like about him. He surrounds himself with the best people. They had hearings this morning to confirm some new Trump nominees, including our next ambassador to the Bahamas, which is former NFL running back and disgraced former Senate candidate Herschel Walker. You may remember Herschel Walker, when he ran for Senate in Georgia, was plagued by a series of scandals and gaffes, including an admission that
I never knew that Herschel Walker, a football player. I never knew that.
Fathered multiple children out of wedlock, and allegations that he paid for 2 abortions despite his strong pro-life stance. So today, he sat before the Foreign Affairs Committee and the Honorable Senator Ted Cruz.
He is a man of great faith, discipline, dependability, and resilience.
This the word what?
Indeed, when it comes to discipline, one of the things I've learned about Herschel is he doesn't eat breakfast and he doesn't eat lunch.
That's right. He can't figure out how to use a fork. So Herschel is not what you might call a scholar. Let's just say if it wasn't for football, there's a chance Herschel might not have gotten into college.
At one time, science said man came from apes. Did it not? Well, this was interesting, though. If that is true, why are there still apes? Think about it.
He ain't lying.
I haven't been able to stop thinking about it for years since you said it. So with that kind of brain power sloshing around in his head, it was time for the H-Man to answer some questions.
What policy approaches, in your judgment, should we pursue to help the Bahamas resist Chinese pressure?
Oh, this should be good.
One of the things that I feel that I would do to get China to is continue to work with the Bahamian people to make sure that we become the partner of choice, and at the same time work with a lot of the American companies to come to the Bahamas to see the key investments that they can make down in the Bahamas to combat against China, because I think they're coming down with a lot of money.
Well, maybe sports don't prepare you for life, you know? I feel like we could just send him to a Margaritaville and tell him he's in the Bahamas. Welcome, Ambassador Walker. Can I get you a double cheeseburger in paradise? Oh, right, you don't eat lunch. Never mind. If confirmed, Walker would join another former football player in the Trump administration. Last month, he named Hall of Fame linebacker Lawrence Taylor to his council on...
Well, where the hell he talking about Charlie Kirk at, bro? Who's here to see what he said? Me. I'm here. We're all here. Everything is beyond depressing right now. Some people are cheering. This which is something I will never understand. His exact words. For anyone wondering, this does not include the monologue and comments that got him canceled. Okay, so I'm wasting time here. I'm wasting time. Jimmy Kimmel canceled for Charlie Kirk. Let's do this.
Your storefront is where you turn visitors into customers. Therefore, it needs to look great.
Disney and the ABC network are taking Jimmy Kimmel Live off the air indefinitely. This follows a
Monday night, in his Monday evening monologue, Kimmel suggested that the alleged killer of Charlie Kirk might have been a pro-Trump Republican. He said, quote, "The MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them and doing everything they can to score political points from it." He said,
We need the actual clip. We need the actual clip, coach. We're gonna watch that one, but Jimmy Kimmel, Charlie Kirk. Of course, I'm not gonna be able to find it.
ABC announced that Jimmy Kimmel Live will be removed indefinitely from the air due to the comedian's comments on the killing of Charlie Kirk, with the official statement from Nexstar Media Group reading, quote, Mr. Kimmel's comments about the death of Mr. Kirk are offensive and insensitive at a critical time in our nation's political discourse, and we do not believe they reflect the spectrum of opinions, views, or values of the local communities in which we are located. Continuing to give Mr. Kimmel a broadcast platform in the communities we serve is simply not in the public interest at the current time, and we have made the difficult decision to preempt his show in an effort to let cooler heads prevail as we move towards the resumption of respectful, constructive dialogue.
We hit some new lows over the weekend with the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them.
ABC announced that Jimmy Kimmel Live...
So that's basically what he said, was that they're trying to paint him as not one of them. I mean, is he lying? And so this got his whole show suspended, my nigga? Nah, that's diabolical. That's diabolical.
He said in between the...
Disney and the ABC network are taking Jimmy Kimmel Live off the air indefinitely. This follows a controversy over comments the late night comedian made Monday night about Charlie Kirk's suspected killer and the MAGA movement and their reaction to the assassination. Let's get straight to CNN's chief media affairs correspondent, Brian Stelter. Brian, what is going on?
That's right. This is fast developing this afternoon, Jake, amid pressure from the Trump-aligned FCC. And in the past few minutes, ABC confirmed to CNN that Kimmel's show will be off the air, quote, indefinitely. We have not yet heard from Kimmel or his representatives. That's how quickly this has been developing. But let's back up and look at what Kimmel actually said on the program that has caused controversy. This is from Monday night in his Monday evening monologue. Kimmel suggested that the alleged killer of Charlie Kirk might have been a pro-Trump Republican. He said, quote, the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them and doing everything they can to score political points from it. He said in between the finger pointing, there was grieving. Kimmel was expressing what we've heard some other liberals say in recent days, that the motives are unclear and that maybe the suspect in this case was a Republican or was some sort of far-right fringe figure. Of course, there has been a lot...
What lie did he tell? And that's worth him losing his whole fucking show, my nigga? That's not fair.
A lot of discussion about that in recent days. There's a lot of evidence pointing in other directions about the suspect. But Kimmel was on the air talking about this, making a very serious commentary amid his jokes in his monologue Monday night. Here's where it became interesting earlier today. The FCC chairman, Brendan Carr, went on a far-right webcast and condemned Kimmel and urged ABC to suspend him. He also talked about possible regulatory punishments of Disney because there are lots of different stations that have licenses with the FCC. Within the past hour, we've heard from a big owner of stations that have affiliations with ABC, a company called Nexstar, saying that they were going to suspend Kimmel's show on their station. So in other words, about 24 stations were refusing to air Kimmel's show tonight as a result of this controversy. And then following word that some of those stations were basically revolting against Kimmel, Disney, the parent company of ABC, decided to yank the show entirely. So that's all we know at the moment. We know that Kimmel will not be on the air tonight or for the foreseeable future because the network says the show has been yanked off the air indefinitely.
Brian, just to take one issue, your interpretation of what Kimmel said, I think, is the one that Brendan Carr had and the one that the individuals at Nexstar have. But what he said specifically was, quote, the MAGA gang is desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them and doing everything they can to score political points from it. that can be read in several ways. That can be heard in several ways. It could also be it could also be argued he's saying that what the MAGA gang is doing is
the
just trying to make sure that
the MAGA gang. Come on now. They gang banging. They set tripping.
they don't have any ownership of it. Not necessarily that
they gang banging,
is part of a
man.
person.
These gang members, man, they fucking America up, bro. America was peaceful without these gang members.
Was part of them. I mean,
I think you're making a very important point.
Yeah,
You're making a very important point. And let's take it a little bit step further. This was all on Monday night. Nobody seemed to notice this yesterday, Jake. This all erupted in the past 2 hours when the Trump-aligned FCC chairman decided to point at it. Now, I've heard from him in the past few minutes, Brendan Carr, thanking Nexstar for doing the right thing by yanking the show. He has not yet commented on ABC yanking the show altogether across the entire country. But let's remember that when Stephen Colbert's show was canceled over the summer, what did President Trump say? He said, next up will be an even less talented Jimmy Kimmel. It is clear that pro-Trump allies have been trying to target ABC over Kimmel for several weeks now, and tonight they've prevailed.
Yeah, Brian Stelter, thanks so much for that breaking news. Let's go right to the panel. And
part
let
of
me
the
first
script.
start by showing, I wondered what was going on earlier today when I saw this pop up on Twitter. This is the FCC chairman, Brendan Carr, on a far-right podcast talking about what Kimmel's comments were. Let's roll that tape.
You know, when you look at the conduct that has taken place by Jimmy Kimmel, it appears to be some of the sickest conduct possible. Obviously, look, there's calls for Kimmel to be fired. I think, you know, you could certainly see a path forward for suspension over this. And again, you know, the FCC is going to have remedies that we could look at.
Joe, are you comfortable with the FCC playing this role?
I don't think this is a legal issue. I don't think this can be pointed to the FCC or the Trump administration and say, well, this is about them going after Kimmel because of what he said. Personally, I think it's more of a cultural issue. And I got to tell you, look, I'm about as moderate a Republican as you're going to get. I'm from New York. I have not been comfortable watching late night television for 15 years because when you have conservative leanings and you're constantly mocked and you constantly feel like you're doing something wrong, you shut it off. You don't watch it anymore. And then what happens is it's circular. If the host doesn't have that audience, the host doesn't worry about keeping an audience like that. It goes in circles, and at some point, you get things like this where you say things, and that wasn't the full quote. The further quote was that he mocked President Trump for flying the flags at half-staff in remembrance of Charlie Kirk and said it's like grieving of a 4-year-old, as a 4-year-old grieves for a goldfish.
No,
that was the full quote there.
Well, the full quote was, I think he ran the clip of a reporter asking President Trump how he was doing with the death of Charlie Kirk. And President Trump said, I think I'm doing okay. And then he proceeded to talk about the ballroom that was being built on the White House grounds. I think that was the full context. Again, I didn't say any of this. I'm just trying to present as accurate a picture of what did happen. Ellie, this is the FCC commissioner.
Right.
I don't think we have seen an FCC commissioner this aggressive in our lifetimes. What do you think of it all?
So, to the point of whether there's a legal element here, I think Joe's right. Like the First Amendment says Congress shall make no law, which means you can only enforce the First Amendment against the government. So can Jimmy Kimmel sue? No, he can't. He can't sue ABC for making a decision to remove him. That's a private entity. But what Donald Trump is doing repeatedly is he's expanding his executive power in two ways. One, I would say, is precedented. That's the traditional stuff.
I mean, I think you can argue the fact that it's free speech. He didn't do shit wrong, bro. He didn't do nothing wrong, bro. And so the network, you work for the network at the end of the day. That's like YouTube. But hell, YouTube terminated my channel. They ended up giving it back because I won the appeal after they denied me the first one. And then a year and a half later, they let me get another one and I won it. Because they was wrong. You know? Doesn't mean your channel, that doesn't mean your shit should be taken away from you because you said one thing that somebody doesn't agree with. Like, what the fuck? That's fucked up.
I have more authority to hire and fire executive branch officials. I don't have to respond to Congress, that kind of thing. He's fighting that out in the court. We've seen that before. What's unprecedented, however, is the way Donald Trump is using official power from the FCC on to go after universities, law firms, and media companies that he disagrees with on policy or on politics. That is new. We've not seen that from any president before.
This is actually cancel culture. I mean, that's what this is. The chairman of the Federal Communications Commission, Brendan Carr, added on Benny Johnson's podcast that the broadcasters, including ABC, have a license granted by us at the FCC, and that comes with it an obligation to operate in the public interest. Elsewhere in the interview, Carr attacked Kimmel as talentless and suggested the late-night comedian's comments displayed some sort of, quote, desperate irrelevance. Is that what we want the FCC chairman to be doing?
It's a very slippery slope, and there's a pattern. We keep talking about it like it's not happening, and it just keeps happening over and over and over again with folks he disagrees with. I'm a Democrat. I'll say what happened to Charlie Kirk is disgusting. We should have a court. If he did it, he should be prosecuted to every extent of the law. We shouldn't have to say that. That's just common sense. But we also should say the First Amendment matters to everybody, whether they agree or they disagree. And I just think that what we're going through right now is unprecedented. It's unseemly. And I think that it's really getting out of hand because it's just happening more and more and more with folks who disagree.
We do have the clip that Jimmy Kimmel said Monday night. Obviously this is not the entire 8 or 9 minute monologue. This is just one clip of it, but this is what he said.
We hit some new lows over the weekend with the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them and doing everything they can to score political points from it.
Now, the way that Fox covered what he just said there was Kimmel suggests Kirk assassin was one of the MAGA gang, despite reports of leftist leanings. I don't know that I think that is an accurate description, but they have the First Amendment to write what they want to write.
The job of the FCC is not to regulate and police content. It's not, do we like this? Does this make us comfortable or uncomfortable? I don't like anything about what Jimmy Kimmel said, frankly. I agree with Joe. I find his comments reprehensible, but it's not the FCC's job to say, do we like this or do we not? And the FCC, of course, is a government actor. And I'm thinking sort of off the top of my head here, but if ABC wanted to fight this, clearly they don't because they've made the decision to dispatch or suspend Jimmy Kimmel. If they wanted to fight this, they might have a basis to go into court the same way that law firms have gone into court, and Harvard, among other universities, have gone into court and said, this is an overextension of government power, of executive power. This violates the First Amendment. And again, they can bring that because the FCC is a government actor, but Jimmy Kimmel cannot do anything against ABC because they're private.
One other thing that the FCC commissioner Brendan Carr did in that interview with Benny Johnson, who, by the way, has said plenty of things that a lot of people find objectionable, is he suggested actually the exact course of action that happened. He said what could happen is local affiliates could complain to ABC about the content, and then those local affiliates could say they're going to refuse to air Jimmy Kimmel Live. And that's actually what happened. Nexstar, which owns a bunch of ABC affiliates, they were the first ones to say in a statement, and Variety broke this news, we're going to preempt the show. Is there any coming back from this, do you think?
Well, I don't think ABC is canceling him because they're afraid of the FCC. I think they're afraid that they're going to lose whatever audience he has left because that's such an offensive thing he said. As far as, look, there's so much media alternatives at this point. So I think the FCC's, the range of authority they have is less and less because there's so many other outlets to reach out to. So if Kimmel wants to reappear somewhere else, he will. I think the point is, though, that, again, when you alienate a part of the population who at some point just stops watching, then you have no incentive to keep whatever left of that audience there is. And then, it just kind of goes down the drain.
Disney.
Hey, man, y'all let me know what y'all think about that. I'll get at y'all on the next one, and I'm gone. TYP the name. Chat. It's time for me to go, man. I'll catch y'all later, man.